Okay, so we're going to get to the reason we're all here. First, I'm going to read the citation, and then the winner. Definition citation. Okay. This is the Pulitzer Prize for Public Service. For a distinguished example of meritorious public service by a newspaper or news site through the use of its journalistic resources, including stories, editorials, cartoons, photographs, graphics, videos, databases, multimedia, or interactive presentations or other visual material. And the winner is the Philadelphia Inquirer for its exploration of pervasive violence in the city schools using powerful print narratives and videos to illuminate crimes committed by children against children and to stir reforms to improve safety for teachers and students. Philadelphia Inquirer. I just have to add something that Mike Leary, who was an editor on this project for the Inquirer, is a graduate of the journalism school. His parents were graduates in 1947, and his great-grandparents were graduates in 1917. So this is the 100th anniversary of the journalism school. Just wanted to note that. This is the Pulitzer Prize for breaking news reporting. For a distinguished example of local reporting of breaking news that as quickly as possible captures events accurately as they occur and as time passes illuminates, provides context, and expands upon the initial coverage. The winner is the Tuscaloosa, Alabama News. For its enterprising coverage of a deadly tornado, using social media as well as traditional reporting to provide real-time updates, to help locate missing people, and produce in-depth print accounts, even after power disruption forced the paper to publish at another plant 50 miles away. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have two prizes for investigative reporting. Tom, you won on that one. Inside joke. For a distinguished example of investigative reporting using any available tool, journalistic tool, and the winner of the first prize is the Associated Press. Matt Apuzzo, Adam Goldman, Eileen Sullivan, Chris Hawley of the Associated Press for their spotlighting of the New York Police Department's clandestine spying program that monitored daily life in Muslim communities, resulting in congressional calls for a federal investigation and a debate over the proper role of domestic intelligence reporting. Congratulations to the Associated Press. And our second prize in that category, again, for a distinguished example of, I'm missing one. Oh, I'm sorry. For a distinguished example of investigative reporting using any available journalistic tool, and our second winner is Michael Behrens and Ken Armstrong of the Seattle Times for their investigation of how a little-known governmental body in Washington state moved vulnerable patients from safer pain control medication to methadone, a cheaper but more dangerous drug, coverage that prompted statewide health warnings. Congratulations to the Seattle Times. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. Very well. Thanks. You're welcome. Great to see you.
This is the Pulitzer for explanatory reporting. For a distinguished example of explanatory reporting that illuminates a significant and complex subject, demonstrating mastery of the subject, lucid writing, and clear presentation using any available journalistic tool. And the winner is David Kochaneski, I hope I pronounced that right, of the New York Times, for his lucid series that penetrated a legal thicket to explain how the nation's wealthiest citizens and corporations often exploited loopholes and avoided taxes. Congratulations to David. This is the prize for local reporting. For a distinguished example of reporting on significant issues of local concern, demonstrating originality and community expertise using any available journalistic tool. And the winner is Sarah Ganem and members of the Patriot News staff in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, for courageously revealing and adeptly covering the explosive Penn State sex scandal involving former football coach Jerry Sandusky. Congratulations to Sarah and the team. I know Sarah. Okay. And this is the prize for national reporting. For a distinguished example of reporting on national affairs using any available journalistic tool, the winner is David Wood of the Huffington Post for his riveting exploration of the physical and emotional challenges facing American soldiers severely wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan during the decade of war. David, congratulations. And the prize for international reporting, the citation is as follows. for a distinguished example of reporting on international affairs using any available journalistic tool. The winner is Jeffrey Gettleman of the New York Times. For his vivid reports, often at personal peril, on famine and conflict in East Africa, a neglected but increasingly strategic part of the world. Congratulations, David. And the prize in feature writing goes as follows. For a distinguished example of feature writing giving prime consideration to quality of writing, originality, and concision using any available journalistic tool. And the winner this year is Eli Sanders of The Stranger, a Seattle Weekly, for his haunting story of a woman who survived a brutal attack that took the life of her partner, using the woman's brave courtroom testimony and the details of the crime to construct a moving narrative. Eli, congratulations. For distinguished commentary using any available journalistic tool. And the winner is Mary Smeek of the Chicago Tribune. For her wide range of down-to-earth columns that reflect the character and capture the culture of her famed city of Chicago. Mary, congratulations. For distinguished criticism using any available journalistic tool, the winner is Wesley Morris of the Boston Globe for his smart, inventive film criticism, distinguished by pinpoint prose and an easy traverse between the art house and the big screen box office. Wesley, congratulations. For a distinguished cartoon or portfolio of cartoons characterized by originality, editorial effectiveness, quality of drawing and pictorial effect, published as a still drawing, animation, or both, the prize for editorial cartooning goes to Mark Worker of the Politico. Oh, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt. For his consistently fresh, funny cartoons, especially memorable for lampooning the partisan conflict that has engulfed Washington. Apologize for that.
That happens. Thank you very much. Thanks again.
You're welcome. And the prize for breaking news photography for a distinguished example in black and white or color, which may consist of a photograph or photographs. The prize goes to Masoud Hosseini of Agence France Presse. Did I do that right? Close. For his heartbreaking image of a girl crying in fear after a suicide bomber's attack at a crowded shrine in Kabul. Thank you. For a distinguished example of feature photography in black and white or color, which may consist of a photograph or photographs, the winner is Craig Walker from my own Denver Post. For his compassionate chronicle of an honorably discharged veteran home from Iraq and struggling with a severe case of post-traumatic stress and images that enable viewers to better grasp the national issue. Congratulations, Craig. Now we move to the arts. For the prize in drama, for a distinguished play by an American author, preferably original in its source and dealing with American life. The winner is Water by the Spoonful by Kiera Allegra Hudes, an imaginative play about the search for meaning by a returning Iraq War veteran working in a sandwich shop in his hometown of Philadelphia. Kiera? For the prize in history, for a distinguished and appropriately documented book on the history of the United States, Malcolm X, A Life of Reinvention by the late Manning Marable is an exploration of the legendary life and the provocative views of one of the most significant African Americans in U.S. history, a work that separates fact from fiction and blends the heroic and tragic. Accepting on behalf of Professor Marable is his widow, Professor Leith Mullings, who will accept the award. Welcome. Very happy for you. The prize for biography for a distinguished and appropriately documented biography or autobiography by an American author. George F. Kennan, An American Life by John Lewis Gaddis is our winner. An engaging portrait of a globe-trotting diplomat whose complicated life was interwoven with the Cold War and America's emergence as the world's dominant power. Is Mr. Gaddis here? Please, come up. Yeah, it's like, I was like, what? The prize in poetry for a distinguished volume of original verse by an American author. Life on Mars by Tracy K. Smith is a collection of bold, skillful poems taking readers into the universe and moving them to an authentic mix of joy and pain. Tracy Smith. For general nonfiction, for a distinguished and appropriately documented book of nonfiction by an American author that is not eligible for consideration in any other category. The winner this year is The Swerve, How the World Became Modern by Stephen Greenblatt, a provocative book arguing that an obscure work of philosophy discovered nearly 600 years ago, changed the course of history by anticipating the science and sensibilities of today. Professor Greenblatt couldn't be with us, but his editor, Elaine Mason, will accept the award. Elaine? And finally, for the prize in music, for a distinguished musical composition by an American that has had its first performance or recording in the United States during the year. Kevin Putz for Silent Night, opera in 2 acts, commissioned and premiered by the Minnesota Opera in Minneapolis on November 12, 2011, is a stirring opera that recounts the true story of a spontaneous ceasefire among Scottish, French, and Germans during World War I, displaying versatility of style and cutting straight to the heart, a libretto by Mark Campbell. Danke. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Over to you.
Thank you, Greg. Did an excellent job of pinch hitting for President Bollinger. Now, if you can just issue bonuses to all the deans and professors on his behalf, we'd appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you on behalf of the Pulitzer Prize Board for attending our award celebration. All the work of the winners can be found on our website, www.pulitzer.org. In the next few days, we will also be posting a gallery of pictures and video of the talks that were given today. Finally, I'd ask the winners to please assemble on the steps up here at the end of the program so we can get the group graduating picture of this year's Pulitzer winners. It's always one of the highlights. So once again, thank you for coming, and congratulations once again to all of our winners.